Good morning, everyone. Let us start.
Morning, sir.
Remember, we have been learning chapter 6, population, of your NCERT textbook. And today we shall start with a discussion on sex ratio. Now I shall present my screen. Okay, we shall start with sex ratio, and we have been discussing on the different characteristics of population. Now we have sex ratio. What do you mean by sex ratio? Let us read. So sex ratio is defined as the number of females per 1000 males in population. Okay, so sex ratio is the number of females per 1000 males in the population. Okay, so this is the definition for India, but in the Western countries, sex ratio is expressed in terms of these males. Okay, in terms of males per 1000 females or per 100 females. But for India, sex ratio is defined as the number of females per 1000 males in the population. That means how many females are there per 1000 males. So that is known as sex ratio. And in case of India, sex ratio can be calculated. Okay, can be calculated in this way. See. Okay, sex ratio is equal to, this is for India. Okay, this is for the case of India. Sex ratio is equal to, here you have to divide this number of females. Okay, number of females by number of males. Okay, and it is to be multiplied by this 1000. Okay, it is to be multiplied by 1000. Okay, and so why we are multiplying it by 1000? Because we are expressed in terms of 1000. Okay, here you will get how many females per 1000 males. That means your answer will be, okay, the number of females per 1000 males. Okay, so this is the formula for calculating sex ratio. And a population pyramid, okay, also shows the picture of this sex ratio. Just see here, this is a picture showing this population pyramid, and here, okay, this right side shows females and the left side shows males. Okay, and these are the different age group. Here these are the different age group for the year 2016. So first let us read the text. So sex ratio is an important indicator, social indicator, to measure the extent of equality between males and females in a society at a given time. So sex ratio indicate, okay, the equality between the males and the females in a society at a given time. And the sex ratio in the country, in India, has always remained unfavorable to females. That means we have two types of sex ratio. One is the favorable one. Okay, we call it positive sex ratio or favorable sex ratio. The another one is negative or unfavorable sex ratio. That means, okay, unfavorable sex ratio means this we have less number of females per 1,000 males. This is what we call unfavorable. In case of favorable, we have more number of females per 1,000 males. That is known as favorable. And we have already read that sex ratio tells the equality between the males and the females in a society. If there is no equality, then the number of females may be less. Okay, and when you see this population pyramid, also see here. So this side shows females and this side shows males, and you will see that the number of females in all age group is less than the males. Just see the length of the bars. 52 is here. Okay, this is 52, and somewhere this 52, 53, 55 is somewhere here, but in case of these males, it is nearly 65. That means longer. Okay, so in all the age group you will find less number of females. Okay, and table number 6.2 shows the sex ratio from 1951 to 2011. Just see here. We have the sex ratio from 1951 to 2011. In 1951, sex ratio was 946 females per 1,000 males. Okay, in 1956, there was 946 women per 1,000 males. And in the year 2011, okay, according to 2011 census, we have 943 females per 1,000 males. That means the number of females has been decreasing. Okay, and one information in the box here, Kerala has a sex ratio of 1,084 females per 1,000 males. Okay, that means Kerala has favorable sex ratio. Kerala has 1,084 females per 1,000 males. That means Kerala has more number of females, okay, than the males. And Puducherry, a union territory, has these 1,038 females for every 1,000 males. So Puducherry also has favorable sex ratio, while Delhi has only 866 females per 1,000 males, and Haryana has just 877 females per 1,000 males. That means Haryana has the lowest sex ratio in India. Okay, Haryana has the lowest sex ratio. It has only 877 females per 1,000 males, and Kerala has the highest sex ratio. It has 1,084 females per 1,000 males. And if we see this map, okay, see, you will see here the darkest one, okay, the darkest set shows the highest sex ratio. It is above 1,000. So for example, Kerala has more than 1,000 females per 1,000 males, as we learned earlier. And likewise, okay, these other states like Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Chhattisgarh, Orissa, okay, and some northeastern states, Meghalaya, Manipur, Mizoram, okay, is here, Assam, Tripura, then Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand. All these that have sex ratio between 950 to 1,000. Okay, just see here. And about the state having the highest sex ratio, say for example, for this one, these colors, okay, light shaded one, like Jammu Kashmir, Punjab, Haryana is here. Okay, these states have sex ratio less than 800. Okay, 800 to 900 females per 1000 these males. Okay, then we have this one. If you see this map, okay, you will find that Kerala has the highest sex ratio. Just see here, Kerala has 1084, okay, females per 1000 males. Puducherry is here. Okay, Puducherry has 1037 females per 1000 males. And likewise, these are some of the states. Okay, Chhattisgarh, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, then Meghalaya. So these are some of the states having this higher sex ratio in India. Okay. So are you clear? Any question from your side, boys and girls? Are you clear? So if you don't have questions, so let us proceed. So what could be the reason for such variation? So we have seen that, okay, that some states have very high sex ratio, favorable one like Kerala, okay, some southern state, and some states like Haryana, then other Punjab and other northern states have this lower sex ratio. That means less number of females. Why it is so? Why there is variation in the sex ratio in India? So this could be, okay, because of gender discrimination. What is gender discrimination? You may be learning in political science also, okay, in civics. That is inequality between the boys and girls. Okay, gender discrimination. Say treating the girls, okay, badly. Then practice of female feticide, that is killing of female fetus, okay, inside the mother's womb. Then female infanticide, that killing of the female child, okay, infant means 0 to 18 months, okay, after the birth, killing of the female child after the birth. The first one, female feticide means killing of the this fetus inside the mother's womb. Okay, then domestic violence against the women. So all these are reason for variation in the sex ratio. Okay. Next we have literacy rates. So literacy is a very important quality of population. Okay, literacy rate tells the quality of population, and we know that only an informed and educated citizen, okay, can make intelligent choices and undertake research and development project. Only educated citizen can undertake research and development projects. Only educated citizen can make intelligent choices. And low levels of literacy are a serious obstacle for economic improvement. So if a country has more number of illiterate, then the country may not be developed. Okay, so it becomes an obstacle, a problem for economic development. Then who is a literate person? Who is a literate person? Okay, according to 2011 census, see, a person is 7 years and above who can read and write with understanding in any language is treated as literate. So according to 2011 census, a person, okay, age 7 years and above, having the age of 7 years and above, who can read and write with understanding in any language is treated as literate. Okay, that means, say, your brothers and sisters may attain the age of 3 or 4 years or 5 years, and they can also read and write, but they are treated as illiterate according to Census of India 2011. Okay, so according to Census of India 2011, a person, okay, having the age of 7 years and above, who can read and write with understanding in any language, is treated as literate. He or she must attain the age of 7 years. Okay, and so this is for India, and we can express the literacy rate, okay, of a country like India in this way. Okay, so here for India, okay, for India, this literacy rate is equal to, okay, literacy rate is equal to so we have to divide this number of these literates, okay, number of literates by population of these age 7 plus. Okay, age 7 plus, it is to be multiplied by 100. So this is the formula for calculating literacy rate in India. So we have to divide the total number of these literates by the population of these age 7 plus. That means we have to subtract population of the age group 0 to 7 from the total population, and to be multiplied by 100. Okay, after this you will get the literacy rate. Simply, literacy rate is the percentage of literate, okay, to the total population minus population of 7 age group 0 to 7. And there has been a steady improvement in the literacy levels in India. Okay, we are improving in the levels of literacy rate, and the literacy rate in the country as per Census of India 2011 is 73%. Okay, literacy rate for the whole India, that is national average, is 73% in the year 2011, and literacy rate for the males is 80.9%, and for the females it is 64.6%. Okay, literacy rate for the females is 64.6%. And why do such differences exist? Again, you may explain in this way: gender discrimination, okay, as I mentioned you earlier, then domestic violence against the women. You may give answer like that. And now we may see this map. Okay, this map shows literacy rate in India, okay, in the year 2011, and see the index here, the darkest color here. Okay, the darkest one shows literacy rate above 90%. Here Kerala, okay, Kerala state is here, so this state has the highest sex ratio, highest literacy rate in India, and other states like Goa also higher sex literacy rate. Then Mizoram, I think this is the second one. Mizoram also has a very high literacy rate. Likewise Tripura also. Then Manipur, okay, Manipur has a moderate, see here, Manipur is here. Manipur state has a literacy rate, okay, between 75 to 80. And see, most of the states in India like Rajasthan, then Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Orissa, Telangana, okay, all these states have this low literacy rate. Okay, when we see this map, are you clear? Any question? And about the question, which state has the highest sex ratio in India? Okay, see here. Sorry, this is about the sex ratio. I mean about the literacy rate. Okay, this is for also for the sex ratio. Actually, for the literacy rate, as I told you earlier, okay, see here, this Kerala has the highest literacy rate. Okay, any question from your side? Okay, let us proceed. Next, we have occupational structure. The percentage of population that is economically active is an important index of development. Okay, how many people are working is an important index of economic development. Okay, and what do you mean by occupational structure? See, the distribution of population according to different types of occupation is referred to as occupational structure. So occupational structure refers to the distribution of population according to different according to the different types of population. How many people are working in agriculture, how many people are working in industries, that is what we call occupational structure. And occupation means any activity which is economically gainful is known as occupation. Okay, and we have enormous variety of occupation, okay, in any country, and generally we have three main types of occupation: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Okay, these are three important types of occupation you may be learning in economic classes also: primary, secondary, tertiary. Okay, in addition to this, in geography we have quaternary and quinary also. Okay, so examples of primary, secondary, tertiary are given here. Primary activities include agriculture, okay, then animal husbandry, forestry, fishing, mining, and quarrying. Mining means process of taking out mineral ores from the earth surface or from the earth interior. Quarrying means, okay, process of extracting stones from the earth surface. Then secondary activities include manufacturing industry, then building and construction work. Tertiary activities include transport and communication, commerce, administration, and other services. Okay, so these are some of the examples of these primary, secondary, and tertiary activities. Okay, the proportion of people working in different activities varies in developed and developing countries. So the proportion of people working in primary, working in secondary, and working in tertiary activities are different from country to countries. Okay, so developed nations have high proportion of people in secondary and tertiary activities. Developed countries like European countries, okay, Western, these European countries, American countries have higher proportion of people in secondary and tertiary activities. More people are working in the secondary and tertiary activity, that is in the service sector as well as in the manufacturing sector. Okay, then developing countries like India tend to have higher proportion of their workforce engaged in primary activity. Okay, developing countries like Asian countries have higher number of people working in the primary activities. So in India, about 64% of population is engaged only in agriculture. Okay, and the proportion of population dependent on the secondary and the tertiary sectors, okay, in India is about 13% and 20% respectively. So proportion of people working in secondary activities in India is 13%, and working in the tertiary activities is 20%. Okay, But recently we have been an occupational shift in favor of secondary and tertiary activities because of growing industrialization and urbanization in recent years. Okay, for India also there has been an occupational shift from the primary to the secondary and the tertiary sectors because of development of industries and because of growing of these big cities. Okay, and here this one, this compound bar diagram shows occupational structure, okay, of different states of India in the year 2011. And see here, cultivators and agricultural laborers comes under primary, and household industrial workers, okay, comes under this secondary. Other workers come under tertiary. Okay, and see here states like Bihar, for example, Bihar is here, and see states like Bihar has a very high proportion of these cultivators. Okay, see here, cultivators and agricultural laborers, and they have very small proportion of these industrial workers and these other workers here. And likewise, see here Lakshadweep. Okay, this is Lakshadweep. Okay, Lakshadweep, this is for Lakshadweep, and Lakshadweep has a large number of these people working in this tertiary. Okay, in this way you may see. And for this Manipur is here. Okay, Manipur is here. For Manipur also a large number of people are cultivators. See here, large number of people are cultivator, and we have a few number of people as agricultural laborer. Agricultural laborer means working in the other agricultural field. Okay, agricultural laborers do not have their own land. They are working in the agricultural fields or others. Okay, and we have a less number of these industrial workers, means working in the secondary. So in this way, these are shows distribution of occupational structure, okay, in different states of India. Are you clear, boys and girls? Any question? Okay, if you don't have questions, then let us proceed. Next we have health, and health is an important component of population composition which affects the process of development. Okay, health also affects the process of development of a country. If people are healthy, okay, if people are healthy, then the country will be prosperous because it is the people who will work. Remember, sustained efforts of government programs have registered sufficient improvement in the health condition of Indian population. Health condition of India has been improving. Okay, for example, see, death rates have declined from 25 per thousand in 1951 to 7.2 per thousand in 2011. So in 1951, about 25 persons were dead for every 1,000 person. But now it has been decreased to 7.2 person per 1,000 people in the year 2011. That means now the death rate is only 7.2. Only 7 or 8 persons are dead for every 1,000 person. That means we are improving. Okay, the death rate is declining, and the life expectancy at birth has increased from 36.7 years in 1951 to 67.9 years in 2012. Life expectancy, Actually, it is an expected time to live. Okay, this is an life expectancy is an expected time to live by a person. Okay, and see, in the year 1951, on an average, people may live, people may survive only up to the age of 36, 37, like that, on the average. But now it has been increased. Life expectancy has been increased to 67.9, around 68 years. That means most of the people in India can now live at least up to the age of 67 or 68 in the year 2012. And we may see a map also, and see here, this map shows the life expectancy of different Indian states from 2011 to 2016. We have learned that the national average is 66.7 or 8, and the world average is 70 years. And see the color code, and the darkest color shows 76 to 17 years. And when you see this map, see Kerala again. Kerala comes at the top. See, the life expectancy of Kerala is between 76 to 79 years. That means most of the Kerala people can live up to the age of 79. And likewise, see the second one, 73 to 76. See here, Kohima, see Nagaland, Manipur, then Aizawl, this Mizoram, then Meghalaya. For example, so these stats has life expectancy of 73 to 76 years. And the states like Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Orissa, they have low life expectancy. See here, 61 to 64. So the substantial improvement is the result of many factors. We have learned that we have been a significant improvement in the health condition, and this improvement is the result of many factors, including improvement in public health, then prevention of infectious diseases, and application of modern medical practices in diagnosis and treatment of ailments. So India has been developing in the field of this medical treatment and diagnosis process. And that is why the death rate has been declining, and many new medicines have been discovered and invented. And that is why we have an improvement in the life expectancy, because of improvement in the medical facilities. Despite considerable achievements, the health situation in India is a matter of major concern, because the per capita calorie consumption is much below the recommended levels, and the malnutrition afflicts a large percentage of our population. Just we have known that there is improvement in the medical facilities, but when we look into the per capita calorie consumption of this food, is much below the recommended levels, and we find malnutrition among a large number of people in India. Means most of the people, or many people, are not getting food, good quality food. At the same time, safe drinking water and the basic sanitation amenities are available only to 1/3 of the rural population. So most of the villagers are not getting potable water. And likewise other sanitation facilities, amenities are also not available. So these are the problems which need to be tackled through an appropriate population policy. So this is about health status of India. Are you clear? Any question from your side, boys and girls? Okay, if you don't have questions, then let us stop here for today. Thank you very much for joining my class, and don't forget to send your names in the WhatsApp group for attendance. Thank you so much.